First, I'm going to take my Too Faced Hangover RX primer and I'm going to be rubbing that all over the face. Next, I'm taking some of that Juvia's Place powder and I'm going to be putting it on my face before I put on my foundation. Did this step on my warm makeup tutorial, so if you haven't seen that video, I will put a card up above. Next, I'm taking my Juvia's Place foundation and I'm using the Sonia Kashuk Blend and Buff brush. This was a part of the brush set that I received for Christmas, but this is a different brush that I used from the last video. So I decided to try this one out instead, and I feel like it works just as well as the other brush. Next is brows, and as you can see I have a new one. So my spoolie is attached to my pencil. I'm going to brush out my brows and then I'm going to fill them in. Now I'm going to be cleaning up my brows with my Nars Radient Creamy Concealer in Hazelnut. So I'm going to start with the middle first and I'm going to clean up the top part of my brows. Once I'm done cleaning up my brows, I'm going to buff out the concealer with the foundation brush. Next, I'm going to be using concealer. For under the eye, I'm using the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer in N7. And I'm going to be using my Sonia Kashuk brush. I forgot the name of it, but you've seen it in the last video. And then I'm going to blend it out even more with a sponge. Next, I'm adding concealer to my eyes and then I'm going to blend that out. Afterwards, I'm going to take a little bit of powder and set the concealer so that when I use eyeshadow, it will not move. I will be using the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Expresso to contour my face. So I'm going to be blending that out with a brush afterwards. So the eyeshadow palette I will be using today is the James Charles Mini Palette by Morphe. It is a very pretty palette, and if you have to choose one eyeshadow palette, I think it would be this one because it simply has all the colors you need. I'm going to be taking my first shade, which is 10% off, and putting that all over the crease. The second shade I will be adding to my crease is Boutique, and I'm just going to go over the 10% off shade. I'm going to take the shade Punch Me and I'm going to put that in the brow bone area, mainly because I want to soften the harsh lines in the crease colors, and I also wanted something natural on my brow bone. I didn't want nothing shimmery. Taking a little bit of concealer and putting that on my lid, so when I add my shimmery shade, it will stick a little bit more and it will pop as well. I'm going to be taking the base shadow brush by Real Techniques, and I'm using the shade Wig, which is a shimmery gold color, and I'm pressing it into my lid. So this part is optional. I'm taking 10% off in Boutique and I'm sweeping that under my eye. I usually don't do that when it comes to makeup, but I decided to do something different with my eyeshadow. To finish my eyes, I'm using the Milani Eye Tech Extreme Liquid Eyeliner, and then I'm going to be using the Too Faced Damn Girl Mascara. I'm going to be using the Sephora Pro Face Palette to bronze my face. I'm going to be using the shade Jet Setter to bronze my forehead, temples, jawline, etc. I'm using the e.l.f. blush palette to put color back into my cheeks. Last, I'm going back into the Sephora Pro palette to use the shade LA to add a highlight to my cheekbones. So I'm setting my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray, and for lips I'm using the ColourPop Lippy Stick in Trust Me. This is my first time ever using a lippy stick. I know I'm probably the last person on earth, but I decided to not use a lip liner because the lippy stick is matte, so I feel like matte lipsticks usually don't go anywhere compared to like cream lipsticks. So I'm covering up my mouth and cleaning up the extra lipstick that's outside my lips. And then I'm going to reapply some more lipstick to make sure that the color is even throughout my lips. This is a closer look of what the shade looks like. I think it's a very beautiful shade. I feel like everybody, it doesn't matter what undertone, what skin tone, can wear this. And yeah, that's completes the look. So this is how I look with everything put together. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, put a comment, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.